Igor Gräzin is in conversation with Nigel Farage.
I'm the one and only Eurosceptic from Estonia in this place. At the same time, I can say that there are several people, and there are even new parties that are fundamentally Eurosceptical. So I am one and only, but there are people behind me, and there are lots of them, and I think that next elections they will do very well.
Talking about our future after Brexit.
I think being fearful of change of itself, is rather silly. The world changes all the time.
About how the EU is going down the wrong path.
It has morphed and changed into something completely different.
So it means European Union changed.
About why change is coming.
Of course, we are looking at the example of Brexit. We cannot repeat very many things because we are smaller and weak and whatnot. Okay, Nigel, you are going to wave goodbye to us. We feel sorry, except perhaps for Verhofstadt, that you are gone. But now, what is your vision, let's say, when you look at Europe from over your left shoulder, what will be left behind?
Well, look, let's look at what's happened since Brexit. Brexit was a seismic global political event. I mean, I think it was a massive contributory factor in Donald Trump getting elected in America. We've seen Viktor Orban in Hungary become stronger and stronger and stronger, saying, I will not accept diktats coming from the unelected European Commission on migrant quotas or whatever else it may be. In Italy, we have seen a complete political revolution. Two political parties who 6 or 7 years ago were very small in size are now not just governing Italy, but dominating the opinion polls. They have put together a very reasonable budget, 2.4% deficit, nothing very excessive or bad, to be told by the unelected, and this point must be made again and again and again, the unelected European Commission, it's unacceptable.
About our security.
But let's look at security. Let's think about Estonia. Let's think about geography. What is more important to Estonians in terms of their future? Who would you rather trust with your future? Would you rather trust the Americans, NATO and the British, or Mr. Juncker after a good lunch and the new European army?
About defence.
We either have a European army or we have NATO. We've entered into a new Cold War against America. Even Mr. Verhofstadt yesterday, the leader of the ALDE.
By the way, this was a terrible moment. Let us not forget that leader of one of the respected parties, small but still respected, ALDE, Guy Verhofstadt, openly said that there is hostility or there is animosity between American side of NATO and European.
Well, what he said was much stronger than that. What he said was that America could pose a threat to Europe.
About our security and defence in Estonia.
Thinking that we are together in a certain way.
Well, 100 years on, Brexit Britain is there to help you again if you need it through the cooperative structure of NATO. But this European army will remove NATO from European soil.
And about how neighbours, modern nations interact in the 21st century.
What I want from Europe, and I believe that I'm more in tune with how Europeans feel than Mr. Juncker is. I want a Europe of trade. I want a Europe of cooperation. I want a Europe of reciprocity. I want a Europe that recognises that issues like pollution or people trafficking cross borders, that's why we have had Interpol since the 1920s. I want a Europe that works together, is friends together, but, and this is the absolute key, a Europe of sovereign, independent, democratic nation states.
About friendship.
That has always irritated, that if you're a Eurosceptic, they always say that you're anti-European.
Oh, yes.
I would say just opposite. If you are true European, then you are anti-Commission.
Of course.
About why our politicians are still so happy.
People get given, you arrive at the airport, and what happens? A chauffeur-driven Mercedes picks you up and brings you into Parliament. You get invited out to lunch, to dinner. For a lot of people, it's a millionaire's lifestyle.
You can have free wine every day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a millionaire's lifestyle. And so what I've seen are a lot of individual politicians getting corrupted by this system.
Watch the full conversation on Igor's YouTube channel, Igor Gräzin. About the post-EU Europe.
It's a different vision.
Absolutely.
It's a different vision.